of total leather, and we'll get started. Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. A first down for the offense. The give to the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Collins. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He chucks one out to the right. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, and I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
The Tigers have this offense rolling. Trying to get to it. Trying to get rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Back to throw, it's Collins. He wants to take the top off. He's got it down the left side. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. to the ground with the back. Giving him his pads. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, then he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
They'll go to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll call for the fair catch here. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air on first down. Extending the play. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking to throw on second down. Steps away to find some room. Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Quick timeout call by the offense after...
Nebraska.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. And that pass is intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He'll try the left side. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires.
LSU 7, Nebraska 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Easy.
They're going to test the right side with this one. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 2nd down coming up. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. On his feet at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13.
Ball down at the 13-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Let's go. Ready.
They feed him again. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
4th down coming
Now
up.
on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try.
On the field goal.
No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
LSU.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. And he intercepts it. Touchdown, LSU. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
So just how aggressive can they afford to be as they snap it on second and long from the 13? He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Hall.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He wants to go deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Coming after it. The completion well past the sticks. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Back to the air one more time. They're bringing heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Going up top on first down. It's complete to the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Huskers come to the line in the hurry up. Wide out in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pressure coming. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, wants to throw it. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They're going to go to the air on third and short. And the quarterback goes. At the 11-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. What a play call there. Jesse, I fully expected them to throw.
You did, Reese. I did. Everybody in the stadium did. You know, the coaching staff did too. Because of the defense they played, they were not expecting the offense to keep it on the ground, but kudos to them. They got fooled, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
On second down, he'll let it fly. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection, and that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Using his feet. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Allen. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback adapting. Now adjusting. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They were able to come away with a pick.
Back to pass, it's Collins. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it first and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still, you cannot stop it.
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Easy.
Give to the single back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Looking to go up top on first down. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
Dropping back, it's Collins. Quick strike complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. LSU quick to the line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Texas A&M overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from College Station, these Aggies got to be thrilled with this result. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Corners are going to bail. He's going to take off. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. He wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Hall. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, LSU 17, Nebraska 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking to throw it again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Quarterback keeps it. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
At the 31-yard line. First down for the offense.
The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Hauls it in. Tackled after picking up the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Back open in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the offense. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They'll run the option. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught close to the marker, it's Smith. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Off he goes. He's at the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level next time.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the scoreboard.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. LSU right back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this leg of the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Okay, you have a 2-score advantage here, so while you want to be aggressive, David, don't hand them a cheap. Nothing but green ahead. The 30. He's at the 20. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting set for the point after. Oh, they block it. He picks it up. That's a live ball. He takes it the distance, and you can give him 2.
Well, and you don't want to make it interesting, right? You got a 2-possession lead. You want to go out there, take care of the football, cough it up. The coaches are going to be very, very ticked off. But defense now, go make them earn it all the way down the field. Let that clock run out.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking for a productive play on first down. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Getting some heat. Throwing right. He's got an open man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Gain of 36. And that's good enough for a first down.
He's going to pass. All kinds of time before he fires right. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And the ball slipped out. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Now this team has